Okay. I'm trying to go live, and why is my face looking like this? Boy, the enemy be mad when you doing something. Okay. Let me see something. At you, big man. Oh, they big man. We're gonna figure this. There ain't nothing to figure out. I can read. Okay. Got my avatar all messed up. Let me try to. Okay. Like what we got going on here? What do we have going on there? And then won't even let me change the thing. Since when have we not been able to change? Um, Let me get it off of here. Oh wow, you're really trying to make me stay. All right, so oh, on. I just find it real interesting. All right, like I wasn't gonna be able to figure, like I wasn't gonna be able to figure it out. Okay, we got the echo gone raw, cause you ain't stopping nothing over here. I'm gonna get the message out, and they gonna catch it. Okay, just trying to come in and sabotage the equipment. Like I ain't got 10 devices. Like I can't just jump over here. Yeah, I think we good. Yeah, okay. Trying to sit here and mess up the flow. I'm not doing no intros. I'm not doing anything. Okay, hit the like button and let's go ahead. We just can go right into it. The title says enough, but except this time, I'm gonna give it to you proper. Okay, this time I'm gonna back it up, and this time, please note, before I came live, I washed my feet. And someone would ask, why would you, what does that have to do with anything? Because if you knew, then you would understand. If the feet are clean, then the body is clean. Okay. To make sure that I do not speak with an unclean body. See, but that's too much for some of you. You're not at that place to understand if the feet are clean and the body is clean. Okay. You just gonna come on here with unclean spirits trying to tell people, trying to trying to break something down that's considered holy. Let's treat things holy as they are holy. And best believe when I am dealing with an holy instrument, such as that of my Father's word from the Holy Bible, I most certainly am going to come as I should. And that's it. All right. Listen, I don't know who, what, when, where. Um, I know why. Didn't think If a person does the necessary work, they weren't going to get the appropriate revelations. Okay. Now, when I was gone for 30 days, I did exactly. Well, why would you be gone for exactly 30 days? Well, you can do a lot in 30 days. I came on the 31st day. Well, it was quite obvious. No. What can happen in 30 days? Was I in jail? No. No crimes over here. We keep it A1. We gotta keep a clean slate over here. Okay. Uh they got rehab 30 days. No, no. That's not the testimony, although should that be for people, good luck. Okay. 30 days. I don't know what else can happen in 30 days. I don't know, but those are typically numbers that folks be gone for. But in my case, I went on a fast. I started before the end of the year, and partially I'm still on the remainder until the 31st, which is about to come to an end, and I will regain the rest of things that I have deprived myself of. I want to go on record to say that fast was and is hard. Okay. I never did anything like that before, depriving myself of all the necessities and desires that the life of myself requires and wants, the flesh wants, attractive, vanity, you name it. I went down the list, starting from my work from vanity and worked it all the way down. Okay. Everything, take it, strip it away. Okay. I took it all. And slowly, as I am coming towards the end, things are being added back into my life. And it's mighty funny. The things I don't even want anymore that I'm being given back, I don't even want them. So that's where, for anybody's wondering, what was going on for 30 days? Well, let me tell you what was going on. That being said, in that time, naturally, only thing I'm going to have to cling on to, besides not dying, because you can't go forever without food and water, but you can go quite some time. Besides not dying, and if I did, I most certainly was resurrected. Seizures, passing out, fainting, all those things. But in the midst of it, I kept clinging on to God. I kept on saying, I got to come out of it. Some things that's got to change. I ain't not answering no phone calls. My children were the only thing that mattered. Okay. They were old enough to take care of themselves. They knew exactly what was going to be going on, exactly what they needed to do. Okay. Bills are paid up. Nothing is going on that's going to require me to leave the space that I left. Okay. Let's fast forward to where we are now. Each day as I'm getting closer to the 40 days and 40 nights, which will end in just 3 days. All right. Wow. I just realized that I'm 3 days of my 40 days and 40 nights. I've been reading and I've been catching all the things that I guess I just been glossing over. All the things I just been kind of glossing over. Kind of like how we say stuff and we're not supposed to say it that way. We didn't know it until you read it. I mean, everything is revealed at the appropriate time, according to your works, according to your works, according to your according to where you are. I most certainly am not going to take this moment in vain. I need this for my own record so that I can either one day come back and see what needs to be adjusted, or did I truly, truly come across what this world and the prince of this earth thought I wasn't going to catch. If I wasn't going to catch it, then that means you wasn't going to catch it. If you wasn't going to catch it, then we weren't going to catch it. And if we didn't catch it, then that means we're going to continue on with a lie. Because next title, shout out to the homie R Cook, wherever you are, somebody is lying. Somebody is lying. And who has a reason to lie? Well, let's look at who had the reason to tell the truth. We can start with that. Because the one who just goes out and tells the truth, but there's no reason to lie. I just told you what I did, how I did it, what I did. It was wrong. Bam. Go ahead and give me my my punishment and let me go on about my way. That person don't have a reason to lie. They just sat and told you some awful they have done or condemning me that was done, why they did it, and that's all to it. Nothing else to add to it or take away from it. Okay, well, damn. She just told us she stole a pack of bubble gum because she just felt like it. Yeah. What can you do with a person like that besides give them the sentence of stealing a pack of bubble gum? Okay. That's on a small scale, of course. There are larger scales, all right? But as in my previous live, I was clearly speaking on piggybacking off of this whole blame game of men versus women and who's right, who's wrong, who wants to control, who's not. It was light work. I considered that to be light work. I didn't know it was going to carry the weight that it did carry on over. I see it got some people ruffled, though. I see in that discussion, you thought you were going to be prepared to combat everything I said. But what you did not say, and you managed to keep skipping over. Because, see, I'm not going to the phone. I told y'all, open the pages for my men, my fellows out there that we had this discussion. I said, let's open the book. Let's go through the page. Oh, no, I got the app on my phone. Oh, no, I can go. No, but they be leaving words out sometimes. You see what I'm saying? They be switching it up. They'll leave words out. You see what I'm saying, Rob? They'll shorten it up. They'll change the whole definition. No, we need this right here. Y'all hear this? Hear that? Let's open up the pages of the King James. We don't need no Google search. We can open right here and read in the black and white. How it was. I don't need no new. I got every version there is of the Bible. I don't want those. I want to see the original. Okay, let's go to the King James. The best thing you can give me next to the Masonic Bible, okay? I said what I said. And they use the King James Version. Now, I asked the question to a fellow content creator, and I said, hold on a second. I was just reading. I'm trying to figure out what I was looking for. I'm not sure if I knew what I was looking for. But back onto this garden, where we had a man by the name of Adam, and we had a woman. She didn't have a name. She had no name. Okay? I've looked. Man was made in his image. Man was created from the dirt. I done checked. Her name did not come into after Adam called his wife's name. Eve. That's way in Genesis 3, almost going into chapter 4. Okay. Listen, I don't know what you've been told, but I know the story that we have presented before us, people reading, we think we're reading along, but I'm not so sure right now. I can't confirm. I need somebody you can come and confirm it for me, and I will make the adjustments. But see, on this scene, in chapter 3, after it was done, and their eyes were open, and they knew they were naked, and we've gone past that part. They heard both of them. They were together. See how that's plural? It's no confusion there. It says, and they heard the voice of the Lord. I'm in chapter 8, Genesis 3. In the garden, in the cool of the day. See how specific that is? See, God keep it real specific. It was the cool part of the day. It wasn't cold one early in the morning, and it wasn't late at night, right at the cool part. That's around the evening time, if I had to guess. And it says Adam and his wife. She still has no name. I'm just in Genesis 3:8. The woman still ain't got a name. Okay? The woman that he just so desperately needed. Didn't even get her later name. I'm not trying to be funny, but she had a name. He called to Adam and his wife and asked them, "Who told you you was naked?" First, he asked, no, the Lord first asked Adam. He didn't even address the woman. See, y'all who said that Adam had no authority over Eve, I'm going to show you where he did have authority before all of this. I'm going to show you. Okay. Adam and his wife hid themselves from the presence of the Lord amongst the trees of the garden. Okay, so they was hiding. We know that. But see, God didn't call to her yet. First person he called to was Adam. And he said, "Adam, where are you?" Like he didn't know. But still, basically, come here. He heard his voice and said, "I was afraid. I was naked. So I'm hiding. I hid." Okay. We got that part understood, right? When he asked Adam, "Who told you you were naked? Did you eat of the tree where I commanded you not to eat?" I don't see anywhere where he says, "I told you and her and that." He talking to the man. He's telling him, "Now I gave you specific instructions on how to run this garden, how it was going to be operated. I commanded you that you shouldn't eat from it. Did you do it?" And the man, let's not act like we don't know what man and woman means. Okay. The man said, "The woman who you gave me to be with, she gave me of the tree and I ate it." Ain't that about it? Wait, what you said, Adam? And the man said, "The woman, she gave it to me. That's why I did it. It was her." Okay. So we have confirmed Adam threw the woman under the bus. Although God said, "I did not tell you not to do that." She didn't have nothing to do with that. And let me give you the facts of the matter. She didn't have nothing to do with this. When he asked him, "Why did you do that?" The appropriate response would have been something like, "I disobeyed you," or, "I defied you, my God, and went against your commandment." That's what a honest person owning up to their wrongdoing would say. You see what I'm saying? Right? That's what an honest person's gonna say. An honest person gonna say, "Man, you commanded me one thing not to do, and I did it. I ate from it." But not him, not cowardly Adam. Adam said, the woman you gave me, because I was sitting over here all sad and lonely, looking at the birds fly out together, looking at the dolphins doing flips together, and I didn't have anybody. Matter of fact, he even blaming God. He he blamed everybody but himself and wouldn't take responsibility. He blamed the woman that you gave me. Basically, God, you gave her to me and she had me to eat it. Why you gonna blame God? You real bold. You got to be real bold to blame God for your disobedience. You can't make this up. So now we got cowardly Adam over here. Don't want to take responsibility. Blames the woman. Blames God. And the Lord said, what? Verse 13. He asked the woman, still with no name. She's just the woman. Okay, she's still woman. The Lord said unto the woman, "And what is it that thou hast done?" And the woman said, "The serpent deceived me, and I did eat." See, let's think about verse 13. Okay. See, She didn't try to go into all those explanations. She didn't go into, well, I was all by myself, got lost down there by the river, ran into this strange entity. He was talking to Adam left me. She did not give all the excuses that she could have given for her transgression. She straight up kept it a G and said, man, I got deceived. I straight up got tricked by this serpent. That is why I ate it. I got tricked. Ha! I mean, wow. So here we got the first man above her. He get questioned by the judge, jury, and executioner. That would be the Almighty. If you didn't know. He gets questioned. He blaming the woman, God, the sky, everybody but his own self. But the woman who won't even got a name yet, she just straight up said, man, I got tricked. And I did it. The end. Nothing else added to it. Nothing else taken away. That's it. Okay. Well, we see who definitely know how to keep it 100 around here. And it ain't looking like the Adam. Okay. It's looking like the woman. Mm-hmm. And what happened next? Well, God, of course, cursed that serpent to crawl on his belly and eat from the dirt. Okay. That being the devil, right? Cursed him, do his thing. But unto the woman, he gave her punishment, her sorrow, conception, and those things that come forth with children. He did. And unto Adam, who got a name, this woman still ain't got no name. She's still just a woman. And he gave him his punishment. Okay? Because why? Because you hearken. We know what hearken means. Who don't know what the word hearken means? Because you, when we sing hark the herald angels sing, it's you acknowledge, you multiplied, you enforced to the voice of the woman over God. Since you want to listen to what she got to say and not what I got to say, he got a super punishment, okay? he got a super punishment. Read for yourself Genesis 3:17. Lots of sorrow, lots of work, lots of cursing going on there, lots of sweat. But I want to look at 19 where he somehow says, till thou return into the ground, for out of it were you taken, and from that ground you will return. He told that to Adam. Adam was made from the dirt. He didn't say none of that to the woman. But see, I don't recall her being made from dirt, okay? She wasn't made from the clay. She wasn't made from the dirt. She was made out of a real bone. Please keep that duly noted. Please keep that duly noted. A rib bone, not from the dirt. Adam was cursed to the dirt. Okay, you can let that marinate right there. And then, after that verse, and Adam called his wife's name Eve. He named her Eve as mother because she was the mother of all living. Wow. So verse 20, I'm all the way in 320. Adam, finally, he just not giving her a name. You done waited all this time. Did I miss something, somebody? I'm trying. I'm really trying to work with some of you people. I am. I just want to know. Did I miss something? Help out your girl, Beachy. You just not calling, giving her a name, a mother of all living. all living. Now let me go back to accountability. Now, when we go on to here, everyone assumes, oh, they got kicked out. Death, meaning they had immortality, till they ate from that tree. And that was removed from them. Okay, I'm not here to debate any of that, the immortality or mortality of them. I'm not here to debate anything. But I find it mighty suspicious when God said, the Lord sent him. Hang on, maybe I didn't understand, because up here he was talking about they. He said they up there, over there in verses 7 or something. He was saying they. Why is it in 23? It specifically says him, a singular word. It specifically said, and the Lord, behold, sent him from the Garden of Eden to till the ground from whence he was taken. Now, see, had it not said that last part, I might have gave y'all a little bit of leverage. But it says specifically, he sent him, being the man, out of the garden to go and work the ground from whence he came from. It didn't say where she came from. It said he, as in the man, as in the male species. That don't got anything to do with me. I better not hear another man say a single word about y'all working and why do you have to work and all this extra jazz y'all be doing, because it say right here that's what he told you to go do. Get up out of here, you sir, and go work these grounds that I made you out of. Sir, him, he, man. I don't know how you don't understand that, because I understand it quite clear. So he drove the man out, placed it at, and placed it the east of the gardens, of course, the angels and the famous sword that blocked the way for the tree of life. That's it. The end. I am looking high and I am looking low. And unless Gabriel about to come down from the heavens, the messenger of God, archangel, and show me what I'm missing, I don't see me getting kicked. I don't see it. It just because I might have left as a woman. And 4, it does say, and Adam knew Eve, and she bore him Cain. It does not say anywhere that she was driven out. And you want to know why? I'm going to tell you why I think. When he questioned the woman back in Genesis 3:12 and asked her, who gave you and told you of to eat of this tree? And she told the truth. It referred me to Proverbs 28:13. And I thought, well, that's very interesting. Genesis 12 is referring me to Proverbs 28:13. Well, what's going on in Proverbs 28:13, right? Yeah, I want to know. What that got to do with anything? What does Proverbs 28:13, woman confesses she got tricked, deceived by this serpent, messed up. Well, let's see. Proverbs 28:13. Oh, wow. He that covereth his sins shall not prosper, but whoso confesseth and forsaketh them shall have mercy. See, I'm going to have to read that 3 times because I know that went over somebody's head. Again, after the woman confesses she had been deceived by the serpent, I'm referred to go look at Proverbs 28:13. 28:13 says, he that covers his sins shall not prosper, but whosoever confesseth and forsaketh them shall have mercy. Now, I know you heard me when I said and read from this holy book. Adam tried to cover up his sin by blaming the woman, the God, and everything in between. The woman, however, just kept it a buck and said, I did do these for deception of the serpent. Did you catch it? Two different scenarios. One person wanting to cover up their wrongdoing, you get it the worst. The other person who confesses, this is what I did, they were shown mercy. Therefore, there's nothing any of you can ever tell me that lets me know that that woman in that garden did not receive mercy. Because why did you put Proverbs 28:13 next to her confession? He don't got it next to his. Next to Adam's confession, he don't have anything. Nothing ain't there. Ain't nothing for me to look at. But next to the woman's confession is letting me know somebody got some mercy. See, y'all don't lie. Somebody received mercy. Who is the blind? What happened, Adam? What happened, man? What happened? What had happened? What y'all mercy? How come y'all didn't get no type of subtext or anything? But she did. Y'all seem to never tell that part of the story when you do. You just don't. I don't know what versions you're reading, but I'm coming from the King James. All right. I'm just saying. I don't know what you got going on. This is the authorized King James, translated out of the original tongues with the previous translations diligently compared and revised. Self-pronouncing words of Christ in red. Listen, with references and read along translations. This ain't the new King. This is the original King James Version Bible. I minus, of course, the chapters and verses that were added. Okay. I don't know who y'all think you're fooling and what spirit been operating, but you're going to have to take that and try it with the one man who can't read or listen, because he who has ears, let him hear. He who has ears, let them hear. How long do you think you're going to go with your foot on the woman's neck? You don't want a woman. See, I'm going to break it down. You have so much hate for the female. You don't want her in leadership. So let's burn down the entire country. Because God forbid we let a woman lead us. Isn't that what y'all said? Oh, I'm going to make it hurt. I'm going to make it hurt bad. Y'all said that. She can't read. What if she on her monthly? What if she moody? What if she, I don't know. She was given mercy. And she gives mercy. Y'all done cursed the woman as if we somehow are responsible for your cowardness. You couldn't even own up to your creator. You were put here. You were created out that dirt, not me. Say that speech for your own selves. Ain't nothing clay over here. I don't think that's why we don't got the same chromosomes. We are not the same. You better act like you know who you dealing with. From this day on forth, let it be known, I will not be treated as your equal. You're going to learn real quick. There just might be some superiority going on here. I just may have underestimated my own capabilities when it comes to the dominions of this world. Because all I see when I read about this woman is mercy, mercy, mercy. She didn't even ask to be here, but when she came here for you, who were so sad when you got her, you didn't even know how to regulate her. You didn't even know how to control yourself. Your lack of self control was not her fault in her situation, which is why you did not receive the mercy. And to this day, and until you own up to it, you're still not going to get any. Keep on trying to blame us. Keep on thinking that we do not have the ability to shut this entire thing down. Keep on thinking I cannot be lifted on a pedestal so high you will not be able to reach me. Keep on thinking that every time when y'all ask me something and I tell you, this is what I did, this is how I did it, this is the sin I committed, and it's what I was forgiven for. The end. Why you're not understanding how easy it is to come out of my mouth. Because that's what I did. And this is what I might do again. And thank God there's a Savior who can wash me clean from all of it, or else, damn, I would be. But I'm not. But I'm not. It's looking to me when I read who really turned away. Y'all did. You were given those firm instructions, one set of instructions, and you could not even do that. You couldn't do it. And although that woman was tricked, she owned up to it. Step forward. That's what I said. She stepped forward to God to take her punishment by admitting her sin. That's stepping forward. Hiding, remain hidden is when you under the covers saying, Ra made me do it. Ra made me do it. That's me hiding under the covers. Y'all not understanding. You are so slow and delayed and so nowhere near the kingdom of heaven. I would feel bad for you, but I don't. Hiding from God is hiding up under the covers or behind them trees saying, Ra did it. Ra made me do it. Coming forth to accept your sentence, your punishment, whatever is to be given, is stepping up saying, I did this. Not he made me do it. He let me do it. All of that ain't nothing but razzle dazzle and jazz. Bottom line, she owned it. And she stood boldly before the throne of grace, as it is written, stand boldly before the throne of grace. Don't make me go and get that verse. I will. Somebody Google it up. You are told to come boldly to the throne of grace. And she did. And she got mercy. You, however, man, did not. You, men, are said. I don't see where it's confusing. It says clear as day, and the man was taken out. I do not see they, them, us, man and woman. I don't see any of that. And if the Spirit in the Holy Bible can speak and separate you two in 4 verses before, then why can't it separate you right here? Who you think you talking to? That same serpent still talking and still deceiving, except it ain't talking to us. You must be on the other end, because I know plural. I did very well in school, and even a simple-minded person should be able to see, well, when it was time to put some people out, that ain't what it said. But you could clarify over here in chapter 25. All the way down, you kept separating man, woman, they. clear as day. One on the one verse of exile, it says him and he, singular, plural, man. There, where was I? Woman, I must still got passage. You want to know what that tells me? And I'm going to claim it. I still got passage in the garden. I said it. Now, I might have came in and out. I might have had a child or two by you, but I don't see where it says I can't come back in. I do see where it says you got exiled because you want to do the blame game, but I see where I had mercy. So you just helped me realize what I have always felt. I don't feel so kicked out. Something's not right. Is it possible? Is it possible? I got passage in and out. Yeah, I lost my mortality and I got to wear this cloak. You know, God made me. Okay, I'm a rocket. And I got to bear these children with suffering and pain. Okay. But I also can go back into this garden and find peace, rest, glory, and all the wonderful, beautiful things that were created in the first place. You, however, are denied entry. You, sir, were driven out. I don't see anywhere that says I'm driven out. Somebody is lying. It does not say that. You cannot make it say that. I don't care what you try to do. I read it 85 times and looked 3 verses up where plurals were is they, woman, man, that clear as day. When it gets to driving the person out, it says he, him, man. Okay, so what? God all of a sudden forgot how to distinguish between a man and a woman? I think not. God is not the author of confusion. Note that. God is not the author of confusion. Note that. God is not the author of confusion. There is nothing confusing about this passage. I'm not driven out. So that means I can come in and out as I choose to. You can stand on the outside and hope what I might bring some of this goodness out. I don't know. I'm not sure what all I'm capable of at this point. But I do see that mercy that was given to me just because I told the truth. I didn't try to water it down. I didn't make up 50,000 excuses. I just told God. I got deceived. I was deceived by the serpent. That's the reason for my disobedience, deception. Okay. But you got the audacity to even blame God. You you blame the woman and God for making the woman and giving her to you. You got to be one sick, bold. What is wrong with you? She didn't even ask to be here, like I said. But you want to sit there all lonely, pouting, ain't got no friend, tired of talking to the birds. And he felt sorry and gave you a friend. And then you throw me a gift from God back in his face. Oh, I'm going to tear y'all up. You threw me a gift from God back in his face when if you I was a gift. You threw you threw me back in his face as if I was nothing. You deserve to be kicked out. You deserve the worst of it. And just for blaming God for giving the woman to you that you desperately needed in the first place, you triple deserve to not have dominion and rule and authority over the female woman species. Now I know you want to try to quote, and he gave the rule over wife. Yeah, you can take that word rule and try to run it how you want to. It's not working. It's not working. I mean, if it was, well then I that was something ain't right. Because last I checked, I was married. I'm just trying to. I'm waiting on who ruling over me. I'll wait. You don't like that type of teaching. You don't like. Y'all don't like it. Who ruling over who? I don't know no wise who being ruled over. They run in the house in a respectful way, and the men acknowledge it. That's why y'all don't have wives. You can't even keep a girlfriend, and you all twisted. I I suggest you just go on and accept the reality of the situation. The cowardness of your behavior and throwing a gift from God back in his face is why you will forever have to face us and look at us and be disappointed, and everything that you want won't happen. The opposite. You curse the very gift given to you. Like I said, man was not created for woman. Woman was created for man. Maybe you'd have did better by yourself, but you didn't. You was pouting. Like you're crying today. You've been crying. It looked like you've been crying since you got here. You've been crying since you got here. Were you ever happy? It don't look like it. I mean, only it looked like the woman, she got deceived, but at least hey, I got deceived. But I can't find where she was unhappy sitting around pouting and complaining about anything. Mm-hmm. We'll complain now, though, because we can and we will. And that's what you get. Now, I have concluded what I had to say. Because, see, I went and read. I read thoroughly. I read once, two, three, four times. Hey, 40 boom. 5 times. 6, 7, 8, 9. And we haven't even gotten in touch with the Y chromosome. I don't even know if you all can understand science. For those of us that about that nerd life, I don't even know how we're going to even try to properly break down this chromosome and why that Y is just been diminishing and diminishing and diminishing. I don't know. I don't even know who's the person to do that. I may have to break out my own scholars. Okay. To break, because I know some of you all want to be smart, but you're not taking trigonometry, calculus, advanced. You're not in these classes. The bit you can get does come from Google, and we got students right now. I got students in my own home that are far past the science level of science I got on, because we are in the STEMs era: science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, not the basic science that I was on in my day. Okay, so there's an advanced level that doesn't require that they got to go to Google or any of that. They can spit it out of their head clear as day and shut y'all down. Please don't make me put it to the test. Any day, anytime, name it, and I will send you right up out of my own home. Hit them with it. Quit trying to pretend you know how to add and subtract when I can go ahead and work out that calculus problem real quick. That's what I thought. We don't use calculators over here. I wish you would pull out a calculator on your phone. That's the level of education some of you all are on. Over here, they are in classes. You cannot use your calculator or your phone. You better figure out how to work that equation. Now, that has nothing to do with the conversation, but I'm going to make my point. I wasn't about to start my day resting on the note that I did not just read for myself. And unless these words are able to move across this page, well, this is the living word. And it can come alive at the proper time. It's always alive, but it can illuminate at certain times. I'm not going to sit here and act like I just read in truth and spirit, clear as day, that it did not say, man, I'm sorry. Y'all, you can't, y'all can skip past it, electric slide past it, do the percolator past it. You can do everything that you want to do. But what you cannot do is explain to me where I'm at. I don't see anywhere where I didn't get driven out. No, I don't see that. I see that you unto Adam was sent forth, exile from the Garden of Eden till the ground from whence he came from. It did not say the ground from whence they came from. It did not say the ground from which she came from because she did not come from the ground. It didn't say anything about the woman in that particular part. Somebody's lying. Somebody tried to rewrite the story and to make me believe, oh, I got kicked out with you. No, I didn't. I can come in and go. That's what it looked like to me. It looked like I got some mercy. I just kept it 100. I just told the truth. You already know what happened. See, acknowledging the sovereignty of God is what Adam didn't do. He thought he could manipulate the Most High by blaming somebody else. He really thought God wasn't going to say, that's your answer? You mean to tell me she know how to answer correctly, but here you go. You got the nerve to throw me in your mess. I ain't got nothing to do with you defying me. You just disobedient. You just a fool. And she don't got anything to do with it either. Because I, as he said, commanded you not to eat from that tree. I told you. Well, what happened to her? You're not really talking to her like that. See, he ain't really handling the woman like that. Adam, you got that work. You got that work, buddy. I don't see anywhere where he handled her as any such matter. Now, you can choose to act like that's not in this Genesis chapter 3. You can go read it, flip it back. I did it 50,000 times. And every time it became clearer and clearer. So what does all this mean? Well, I know what it means for me. I know how I intend to be skipping up out of here tomorrow or today. I'll have an extra pep in my step because as I always felt, you know what, well, gardens, I'm not quite so sure about that. Why I've always said I wouldn't have acted that way. Something not that don't fit with my personality. But y'all do. Sound about right, doesn't it? Sound about right is an excuse for everything instead of just saying, like when you ain't cut the yard and it's looking real bad, you know, instead of saying, I just don't feel like doing it. I'm tired. My back hurt. Every excuse known to man. Once again, excuses are tools for the incompetent monuments of nothing. Those who use excuses seldom do anything. You, sir, Adam, are the definition of an excuse if I have ever heard one. Because that's all you did was give the Almighty an excuse and all the way to the point of even blaming him. Boy, that's mighty bold. Are you sure you weren't for real in alliance with the devil? Because I mean I don't even see I don't even see where the serpent jumped up and tried to defy God and act, and he it's like, yeah, I did it. He didn't even try to say nothing. You're the only one coming up with excuses. Y'all better not ever say nothing to me ever again. You don't have the authority. You just got a bunch of excuses and talking in circles. Y'all gonna be blaming God next to why you can't find a job and pay the water bill and the light bill and the car. Like, who else you want to blame? The newborn baby, the postman, the cashier down at the Texaco. Maybe it's the boy bagging groceries at the Piggly Wiggly. It's gonna be everybody's fault but your own, because that is how you were from the beginning. And I don't see no change anywhere, with the exception of a few. The exception of a few who caught it. I don't have anything else to say. I read what I need to say. You're not going to take away from me what I just saw. You cannot. I will slide into that garden. I will moonwalk out of it when I want to. Who's gonna stop me? Not you, man. You couldn't even stop me from getting swayed and tricked. You're not capable of doing much of anything, really, according to here, but crying and pouting. And then when you get what you pouted for, you can't even manage it. So just sit down and let us do our job. Let us manage what needs to be managed. Let us handle what needs to be handled. Let us confess what needs to be confessed, because you're just not able to do it. You're just not. You failed. You lost your place and you lost your position. And it has been passed on. And that's the way it's going to be. If you don't like it, you can go take yourself, hey, Jada, right on up over there to Genesis and ask, what happened? How come she get to stay? And he will point you right there to Proverbs. What was that? 28:13. Because she didn't try to cover up her sin. Therefore, I gave her mercy. She didn't try to give me no excuses. She didn't even bring you into the mix. She just said, I sinned. If that ain't a mic drop, if I could go in there and get my microphone and drop it and make a big old sound, I would do that for you. But man, we don't need the theatrics. That was so impacting and powerful. I might end up growing wings and starting to fly. I'm not so sure I can anymore. I just might. I might not even need the wings to fly. I'm not quite so sure how human I am at this point, because at this age, at like, how come someone hadn't pointed this out? Maybe someone has. Maybe I just missed it. Maybe I wasn't ready to really hear it. Or maybe I've always known something ain't right. No, y'all keep talking about why we can't connect, why there's such enmity between man and woman. What says it right here? If that word's too big for you, go look it up. Friction. Enmity is the word used in the Bible. We'll use friction and strife. Why is there so much strife between the two? Right there. Right here in Genesis. Because one of us can't go in and out the garden and ain't mad about it. That's why. And the other one, we going to skip right on in with lollipops and butterflies. And we'll moonwalk out when we feel like dealing with you. How about those apples? How about them apples? We're going to skip right on into the Garden of Eden with lollipops and butterflies, roll around and jewels and all the goodness and the glory of God, and we'll moonwalk out and deal with you all accordingly when we feel like it. That's what we're going to be doing. And if you got a problem with that, well, then you can just take it out with the Almighty, because, hey, we got places to be other than right your side, being that you seem to have lost that position. You should have kept an eye on me. You should have stayed by her side. You should have been using the responsibility and authority that was given upon you to make sure these things didn't happen, but you did not do that. You should have gave me a name before all this time. I'm just saying. And even if that is debatable about the name, yeah, I just find it mighty odd. I can't find you calling me or the woman by a name until you acknowledge her sovereignty as the mother of all living things. The mother of all living things. How come y'all don't refer to your baby mamas and y'all wives like that? You know what? Y'all ain't got no business doing anything but referring to every last one of us is Eve as the mother of all living things. Because that's what you say here. And what was that? Genesis 3. Adam called his wife name Eve because she was the mother of all living. That's what you said. So that's what I'm going to be. According to the Holy Bible, King James Version, the word of God, which is undefeated, undisputed, not corrupt, not confusing. I'm going to be that, the mother of all living. And I wish any last one of you would try and undo it. You can't. You the one that put the name on it for me. In that moment, did you bow when you called her Eve, the mother of our living? Did you make an offering to me? Because it's looking real sovereign right here now. I'm going to tread carefully. But it's looking a little bit sovereign. The way you, Eve, the mother of our living, how you had to acknowledge me in a sovereign type of way before that God is just looking a little bit. I'm just saying, I don't want to get too cocky. We all know he who exalts himself will be humbled, and he who humbles himself will be exalted. So I'm going to keep the humble approach. But it is kind of looking. Your name ain't really giving that. It ain't giving that you know, what's your definition? You didn't get it like we got it, okay? Is that what y'all mad about? I'm not saying it's basic. I just think Adam, it just means what it's supposed to mean. The first. Man, like, that's all right. But to be called mother of all living, whew. Now I can't say Adam's that basic because you are the first, and through you, death came, and you got a little ring to it. You do. I ain't gonna take that. But that's about as far as it goes. The first man. That's important. But I don't see you being called the father of all living. I didn't read that. Now y'all will have to leave me a comment while I go put this on charge if I missed that. But I don't see you being called the father of all living. I don't. But I do, however, see the woman being called mother of all living and said with such sovereignty and authority. And you wonder why we are the way we are, and you wonder why we can do some of the things we do. That's why. You don't gotta like it, but you will respect it. You don't gotta like it, but you will respect it. Okay? You don't gotta like it, but you will respect it. That's sovereignty. That's authority. That's a pedestal. Not the mother of some, the mother of many, the mother of a few, the mother of all living. So as long as you are living and there is breath in your body, I am your mother. Do you understand the words I just said? If you have breath or alive, if you a tree that's alive with branches, okay? If you're the grass growing in my backyard, it makes you alive. It says in this book, Eve, the mother of all living. Now, I'm going to stop right there because I think you know where this is heading. When a person wakes up and realizes who they are, then what they're capable of, everything begins to change. Wait a second. Well, if I'm the mother of all living, let's say all living, that means I got authority over many things. The things that are beautiful and the things that aren't so beautiful. You ain't running nothing over here. Mother runs it. You died. I lost my mortality. You got kicked out. I was able to stay. So I'm going to enjoy my garden. Act the mother as the mother that I am of all living, like I said, not some, not a little, not a couple, not an area, not a demographic, not a species. It says all living. If you got wings and you look like a bumblebee, I'm your mother too. All living. I'm going to claim it all. And it better get in line with the word. That's for the woman, the female, the born of the man. That woman. Let's not get it twisted, okay? For those who might start to feel a little something in their spirit, this ain't for you. If you wasn't cursed to feel the pains of childbirth, you're not in this equation. Take it how you want to. I don't care. You're not in this equation. If you weren't cursed with the pains of childbirth, you're not in this equation. This equation is for this Eve. You got to find your place somewhere else. Hit the like on your way out. Goodbye.